So sometimes you need a little kickstart on your bike touring or your bike packing adventure. In this video, I'm going to take a look at the Freedom 2-bike hitch rack from Saris. Welcome back, Pathless Peddlers, and if you're new to the channel, if you're looking for information and inspiration all about bike travel, then definitely subscribe. This channel is for you. So usually we like to start our bike adventure right out of our front door, but sometimes that's not feasible because either the route is too far away or just because of time constraints. And that's where something like having to drive your bike to start the route comes in really handy. So Saris sent us over their 2-bike Freedom hitch rack to review. So a quick overview of the Freedom hitch rack. It ships with a universal hitch mount. It works with both 1.25 inch and 2-inch hitches. One nice thing about how it attaches to the hitch is that it uses your kind of standard bolt, but it also has a locking mechanism on the other side, so people can't just undo the bolt and walk away with your rack. In terms of how it holds your bike, it has a single bar with 4 replaceable wheel trays. And depending on the size of the tires on your bike, you can swap them out for wheel trays that will fit road bikes, to standard mountain bike tires, to even fat bike tires. This design is clever because it uses a single bar, really cutting down on the weight of the rack. So the rack itself is really easy to carry and manipulate. In addition to the wheel trays, there is a center mast that you can raise and fold down, and this kind of holds the bikes in place. On the mast there are 2 other grippy straps that will attach to either your top tube or your down tube or your seat tube, whichever is closest to that mast. Another added benefit is this rack has an integrated cable lock, which is pretty cool. You just pull out the cable from one side and attach it to the other end and lock it with the same key that you use to lock the hitch itself. In use, the hitch is really user-friendly. You just put the bikes on the wheel trays, strap down the wheels with the straps, and then secure it to the center mast. There's also a lever to tilt the rack down for access to the hatch of your vehicle. And for us, by some small miracle, we're able to leave both bikes on the rack, tilt it down, and open up the rear door on our Toyota Sienna. So I know what you're thinking, what makes this rack awesome specifically for bike touring or bike packing? Well, because of the way it attaches with the wheel trays and the center mast, it's very friendly towards bikes with racks and fenders. So another reason this rack is awesome for bike touring and bike packing is because of its high stated weight capacity. It has a capacity to carry 2 60-pound bikes. So that's a lot of bikes. So we just took the rack on its first trip and it performed perfectly. It had a little wiggle in the rack, but nothing excessive. And the bikes held in place, nothing loosened, no bikes fell off. If there is one downside to this rack, it's that I wish that the center mast was a little bit taller so we could use that strap to secure the top tube. As it is right now with our bikes, we had to lower it down and use it to secure to the down tube. So depending on the size and geometry of your bike, you'll really have to kind of experiment with where you can secure it to that center mast. So what hitch rack do you guys use? Do you guys have a favorite hitch rack? Do you guys have any questions about this one? Let us know in the comments below. We'll probably do a follow-up video after we get a couple more road trips in with this rack. If you like this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.